Hi! Hello, and welcome to the Daily Almanac for January 29th. So, let's get started.
This day in history!
On this day in history, January 29th, 1843, William McKinley, who became the 25th President of the United States, was born in Niles, Ohio. He served from 1897 to 1901. During McKinley's first term as president, the United States took over Cuba, the Philippines, and Puerto Rico. His second term, though, came to a tragic end when he was shot while visiting Buffalo, New York. He died on September 14, 1901. His vice president, Theodore Roosevelt, took over. Also, on this day in 1861, Kansas joined the Union as the 34th state. The state's name comes from the Kansa Indians and is a Sioux Indian term meaning South Wind people. Kansas is known as the Sunflower State, which is why the native sunflower is the state flower. The capital is Topeka. And on this day in 1998, for the first time, a top tobacco company executive acknowledged the health risk of tobacco products while speaking to the U.S. Congress. As recently as 1994, 7 tobacco industry executives had stood before Congress and had sworn nicotine was not addictive. Today on Word Power, we're going to talk about the word cacophony. A cacophony is a harsh sound. When you hear an orchestra tuning their instruments at the same time, and everyone is playing different notes or different scales, it sounds like a cacophony. You might say, when I walked into the classroom, all of the kids were singing different songs and playing different instruments. It was a cacophony of sound. The word cacophony comes from the Greek word kakophonos, which means harsh sound.
Extremes.
Today on Extremes, we ask, what planet in our solar system has the most moons? The answer is Jupiter. Jupiter has 63 moons. The 4 largest are called Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, and they were first seen by Galileo way back in 1610. Saturn has the second most moons in the solar system with 47. Uranus has 27 moons, and Neptune has 13.
Health tips.
Medicines have been used for thousands of years. Medicines help your body heal itself. But children shouldn't take any medicine unless their parents give it to them. And whenever you have to take medicine, make sure you and your parents follow the instructions. For example, some medicines need to be taken every 4 hours. Some need to be taken twice a day, in the morning and at night. Some medicines should be taken with food, and some need to be taken before eating. When you follow the instructions, medicines work better, and you get well sooner. Throughout the history of the United States, 27 changes have been made to the Constitution through the amendment process. Amendments are not easy to pass. Several have been proposed over time but have failed to be ratified by the states. One example is the Child Labor Amendment. In 1926, an amendment was proposed which granted Congress the power to regulate the labor of children under the age of 18. This amendment was ratified by 28 states, the last one in 1937. However, ratification by 38 states is required to add an amendment. Well, that's all the time we have left today for Daily Almanac. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you tomorrow.